Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna talk about Ken and the balance changes for him in the final update. And Ken actually got some pretty cool buffs in this one. They're not as dramatic as the heavy bunch DB buff he got last season, but they're actually really fun. Most of them are targeting V trigger 1, which is now, funny enough, the less used V trigger. Now let's talk about the first buff, and that is about his crouching medium kick. This used to be -4, now it is -2. So you might be wondering, Mura, what is the point? Why is this better? This is better because it helps him with pretty much everything, right? If you're trying to go for the fake V-skill pressure, now this is less negative, and this is even better when you are trying to go for fireball block strings, right? From maximum range like that, it was very hard to get it to be somewhat block string, but now yeah, this is better. Guile is having much harder time trying to check with a flash kick. Obviously, if I went for a max range one, yeah, he will be able to flash kick through, but notice how much better it was at caging the opponent. So this is actually a really good one. The second change, and this one have some really big implications. It's in V-Trigger 1, and the fact that Hadouken can be cancelled by a V-skill. You pretty much get 2 of them, right? And this opens up so much for Ken. This opens up a lot of options for him. If the opponent is blocking, for example, you can combo into Hadouken and then run up, and on this run you are -2. Right? Obviously you can use it with V-skill 2 as well, but I'm showing you the V-skill 1 uses first. So this is an option, right? And it's a pretty good one. You can go for an EX fireball, and this one is +3, cancel into the run, and now you are +4 in their face. So this will give you some pressure routes, right? But this is not only useful in pressure sequences, it's also really good in combos, because now you get to cancel the Hadouken into the V skill. So this will open up some new combo routes for him. For example, you get to do stuff like that, right? And this is pretty new and really good actually. You pretty much hit confirm it. Now it does take a good chunk of your V gauge, so you have to be very careful of what you cancel into, right? So it's a really good change. Now this also will open up some new routes, because they also changed how the juggle points on his charged V skill kind of works, and this one will be very helpful in what I'm gonna show you with the Hadouken change and the change to EX Tatsu, which now have better juggle points. With these two combined, you are now able to do something like this, right? I think you need to use an EX here. You get the idea, a lot of corner carry to the opponent. Now the EX Hadouken gets really nutty with V trigger 2 or V skill 2, because with V skill 2, especially in the corner, yeah, you will get the follow up like I said, but take a look at what sort of damage you can get, right? Let's do it one more time. Yeah. The stun combos with Ken and the combo damage, especially in the corner, is gonna be very, very high. And obviously, just like I showed you, you can actually use this on block as well. So let's say you do something like this, and now you're charging V skill. So you are getting more pressure here, and from some range, this could work as well. So from a distance like that, or here for example, yeah, you can start charging your V skill, and now you have some pressure options. So they did a lot to make sure that his V trigger 1 is active for longer and is more rewarding. They even increased the timer on it. This went from a 1200 timer to 1500, which is actually really good. But you have to be sure that the V skill cancel does deplete a good portion of it. It's a very good addition. It's actually a lot of fun as well. I really like it with the run specifically. Now they also changed his Shoryuken. They give it more invincibility once after the first hit, and this is pretty much done for sake of consistency, right? Like passing through stuff like fireballs with it now is gonna be a lot easier. Obviously you're much more likely to do the heavy much DB still, but it's a consistency change, which is obviously always good. Now they finally touched on Shin Ryuken as well, and what they did is that they made it more consistent. This is another consistency change. This is so that you pretty much don't drop the follow-up, because you were prone to dropping the follow-up. Now with all the changes that we mentioned, you can get something like this. Let's see, let's do the proper combo, right? And then juggle with an EX Tatsu, which is obviously pretty nice. So the idea here is to make it consistent, right? That is the change for the Shoryuken. And finally, they changed his critical art. This now have more active frames, so it's out there for longer. It's gonna help it in some situations with traits and everything. It is more invincible as well. So a lot of this is done so that you have an easier time bossing through stuff and using the invincibility of the super to punish. And that is pretty much it for Ken. Not the most dramatic changes if you are a V-Skill 2 user, but if you like V-Skill 1 or V-Trigger 1 I should say, this is certainly a lot of fun that you can find with this patch. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.